on the broadcast every single night. That's what we're doing and calling for.
I think there's a major shift going on here, and that is why I said I think the era of extremism is over. And I'm not saying it's over. I'm saying it's over.
What's the difference?
Well, there's a graph.
What's the difference?
One's 3, one's 1.
It's a blip. It's waning. It's going down. This is why they are raising the ante.
Over means finished. Whether you repeat it 3 times or say it once.
What I'm saying is that this is the first media.
The Arab prisons are full of extremists.
I know that.
Western intelligence is busy hunting these guys down, up and down the world. And you're telling me extremism is over?
Do you appreciate the efforts of tasheeh al-mafahim, the correction of understandings that happened with Jama'ah Islamiyya, renounced complete terrorism?
Absolutely.
What I was going to say...
And you still would draw a conclusion there is failure?
What I was going to say is I want to thank the Doha debates.
Yes?
This is the first time I'm actually on a forum like this. I've been cited in many media. I've been cited in almost 22 media outlets in the last 4 months. I'm saying this is the first time somebody has asked me to discuss this very issue. And I hope with the 200 million audience that you have, or whatever staggering number of audience that you have, that the world will begin to see the work that Muslims are doing. And I do really ask you to vote for this side. Because there are many of us doing this work, and you don't want to disempower us.
We're going to take a final question from the lady in the 4th row there. You have your hand up. That's you. Yes.
I was wondering, do you want us to apologize for all of these statistics? Because I feel what you're trying to say is that we should apologize for what's going on, even though I think that by doing so, it's pretty much us taking the blame for what's going on.
What I'm trying to say is that, unfortunately, to people who are undereducated or ignorant about Islam, they see Islam as a monolith. They think all Muslims are Arabs, all Arabs are Muslims, vice versa. Complete fallacies about Islam. And I think that it is our duty to educate. And so when I quote statistics like this, I think that we are not doing enough in order to combat this miseducation, this misinformation, and Islamophobia, blatant Islamophobia that is going on.
Let me just put the question to Ed Hussein. Do you want Muslims to apologize?
Apology isn't enough. We need Muslims to rectify. We need Muslims to put an end to extremism. And it's not about apologizing and then everything's back to normal. It's about admitting that we have a problem. And I think that's where passing the motion in favor tonight puts our colors to the mast and says, Muslims in the heart of the Middle East, here in Doha, in Qatar, realize, recognize, admit that we have a deep, deep problem. And it's from this point onwards that we commit globally in the public space to solving it. And apologies... jolly good, but let's get beyond apologies and get to real action.
You wanted to come back on that?
Yeah, isn't it kind of like taking the blame, though? Because I know that roughly 2% of the 2 billion Muslims out there are the ones with these extremist views and stuff. But,
there's collective German guilt for the Holocaust 60 years later after it's happened.
And also,
demographics have taken collective guilt. I'm not saying that it is our responsibility, but it does become our responsibility that when co-religionists of ours claim to use our faith in order to springboard their own perverted political agendas, it is our duty to reclaim that, and that is why that we need to all vote for the motion.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the point in the proceedings we're going to vote on the motion that this House believes that Muslims are failing to combat extremism. Would you please take your voting machines? If you want to vote for the motion, that is the side represented by Ed Hussein and Arsalan Iftikhar, please press button 1, the yellow one. If you want to vote against the motion, that is the side represented by Daisy Khan and Moez Massoud, would you press button 2, the red one, and would you please do that now? You only have to press the button once, and then through the miracles of modern science, your vote will be transmitted to the computers. All right. There's the figure on the screen. 70.4% for the motion, 29.6% against. The motion has been resoundingly carried. All it remains for me to do is to thank our distinguished speakers for coming here tonight. You've come a long way. And thank you to you, the audience, for your questions. The Doha debates will be back again next month. Till then, from all of us on the team, have a safe journey home. Good night. Thank you.